So today I'm going to share how I became a socially awkward sequins wearing bum. If you want to hear that story, stay tuned. Kelly here, and welcome to a slice of my world. So today I wanted to share with you guys how it is that I've come to be in clothing that I normally wouldn't be in, and just how I've become socially awkward and become a bum. So for those of you who don't know me, who haven't followed my journey, way in the Wayback Machine, I was a fashion blogger. And I'll tell you guys a quick story. When I was a teenager, when I was a kid, you know, I would roll my little hair up, wrap it into tissue, who remembers this, and put it on those pink foam rollers and snap the little rollers in. And then my mama would say, "Can you take out the trash?" I would go in the bathroom, take all the rollers out, and then I would go take the trash. My mother was like, "You going to take out the trash?" And I was like, "You never know who you might meet going to take out the trash." So if that gives you any indication of how I'm always put together and prissy and all of this good stuff. So 2019, I bet y'all thought I was gonna say 2020, didn't you? Nope. So in 2019, my body rebelled in a really bad way. Not that lupus doesn't make my body rebel anyway, but this was particularly heinous. So starting at about February, pretty much anything I put in my mouth, a few hours later, came back out my mouth. And so I went from my voluptuous 117 pounds down to the voluptuous 97 pounds you see today, if voluptuous could be used that way. I'm gonna use it that way because, you know, I got a fantasy working in my head. So anyway, so the entire year really of 2019, I spent isolated, and I spent, you know, so I felt like when 2020 came and the virus happened, I was like, psh, I'm ready for this. I've been training for this all year. So it really wasn't that new to me per se to be quarantined. But what happened, if you will, during 2019 is it kind of became a situation for me where I was afraid to go out. I didn't want to accept invitations because I had no idea what my body was going to do. It's kind of hard to go out and have somebody invite you to come out to eat, and then you're sitting there and you're home having a nice dinner, and then you're tossing your cookies and they're like, "Was my food bad?" You know, or you're going to have to lay down. So it was really funny because I started an interesting collection in 2019 of little trash cans, because I would get no warning on, you know, I would cough and then lunch would be on the floor. So I had a little trash can every place that I was going to frequent in my house. So under my living room, my coffee table, under my dining room table, in my sewing room, right next to my bed. So I had all of these little, and then of course in the bathrooms, I had all these little trash cans. So it was an interesting collection. But during that time also, I kind of got to the point where, you know, going from 117 pounds down to 97 pounds, especially when it's unintentional, your clothes don't necessarily fit you properly. And for those of you, again, if you, I'll post some of my fashion videos where I actually was a little more voluptuous. So when my lupus journey first got started, I was about 175 pounds. I had some fly legs, hey, and now I got pixie sticks. And, you know, and so even going from 117 down to 97 makes your clothes fit differently. So I really have not purchased very many clothes since 2016. So yes, it's 2021. And most of what I wear, I either left the States with, and I've altered to kind of, you know, sometimes you'll look under my stuff and I got safety pins holding me up even though I have a sewing machine. I just can't seem to commit to ruining good clothes because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and they did. So sometimes I'll have things in there, you know, underneath the blouse, I'll be safety pinned. But every time I go back to the States, people for whatever reason either donate clothes to me, which is how I got this sequin beauty, something I would never really wear out of my house, or they bring me new things that they think I would really like. And I'm not sure why they do that, but I'm grateful that they do, because I've gotten some really cute stuff over the years because of that. But the other thing that happened was 2020. So when 2020 happened and we went into quarantine, that was year number 2 that I wasn't really going anywhere. And then we had to wear masks. And those of you that have been following me over the years, you know I usually wear some pretty big earrings, but they was getting all clunked and caught up in the mask. So I haven't really been wearing earrings. I haven't really been dressing, you know, the proper way. And, you know, I shared these pajamas that I had on earlier. I have a bottom that matches that top, and I have a top that matches that bottom. But who's gonna see me outside of me sharing with you guys on video? So whatever I snatch out of my pajama drawer, that's what I throw on. And as far as like whatever I snatch out of the donate drawer, that's what I throw on. So the good thing is when you have stuff like this, if you want to be artsy and you want to paint and that kind of thing, which you guys probably know that I do, here comes my shameless plug. Over at joyfullycolorful.com, where, you know, I throw together a lot of little fun stuff, but most of what's over there really is like wall art and, you know, digital stuff. But I paint and I color and I do all these different things. And sometimes I might want to get a little messy. So the good thing about dressing like a bum is I'm not really worried about ruining the clothes that I have on. So 2019 and 2020 really kind of made me a bum. But where I feel like it made me also socially awkward is when you spend 2 years in isolation and your body is just, absolutely mean. It's almost like you don't have anything else to talk about. You know, whenever even like sitting here today, I'm straining to talk because today is the day that I have, you know, a little bit of energy, and I wanted to get this recorded because I want to make sure I keep you guys updated on what's happening. But, you know, when your life has been uprooted by something as big as a diagnosis that truly is life-changing, you know, stole my career, stole my money, stole my hair, you know, it is really like it's a major thing in your life. And for a while, I kept saying, I'm gonna stop talking about lupus because that's all I ever talk about. But guys, really, it's like not talking about, I don't know, something that's a major part of your life. You know, it's my spouse, so to speak. You know, I don't go to parties and you don't come to parties and not let somebody know you married or that your significant other said or did something funny or stupid or that pissed you off or whatever. And unfortunately for me, lupus is a spouse I can't divorce. I would like to, and then I want more than half my shit back. But that's a whole nother topic. But anyway, so I just kind of wanted to share that. So for 2021, I actually created a vision board. I don't know how many of you guys have ever done that. I've never done a vision board before, but this year I created a vision board, and 2 things are on my vision board. 1, stop looking like a damn bum, because that's just really not in my makeup. But the way that I'm going to stop looking like a bum is I'm going to start to nurture some new friendships and some old friendships. I'm going to start inviting some people to come out and visit my home that, you know, that I feel like are safe, and I got plenty of space to be able to socially distance properly. And I'm gonna go out and, you know, the city is somewhat open, and my friends have different little gatherings where, again, we're safe. And so with the people that I trust, I'm going to start to, you know, go out a little bit more when I'm invited. And something that I rarely ever did was invite others. And the reason that I don't invite others is because yesterday I felt great. And I was all over the city looking like a bum. I really was looking like a bum yesterday. But I was by myself. And the reason for that is because it's hard for me to make plans and say, hey, let's all get together on Saturday. And then Saturday morning, my body is in full-on rebellion and I can't do what it was that I promised people. So this year, I'm going to try to do things that don't require a ton of energy, but are still social, if that makes any sense. So I'll be having coloring events where y'all come over and sit down and color, or, you know, or something where we're having finger foods where y'all come over and sit down and eat, you know, or where I'm having, you know, discussions on whatever, and I've got wine where y'all come over and sit down and drink wine. You get the theme there, you come over and you sit down, because that's the speed I'm typically moving at. But hopefully at the end of 2021, I will report back that I'm no longer a bum and I'm no longer socially awkward, and I've deepened some relationships. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do me a favor and hit the like button. That's how you help YouTube help me. And hit the subscribe button if you have not done that. And if you think that this will help somebody else, make sure you share it out. I appreciate all of that. All right, guys, I will see you all next go round, where maybe I'll be dressed better, maybe I won't. Who's to say? See you then. Ciao.